guys, what's up and welcome to the weekly vlog. Now you join me just before I go out and do my first run in 2 weeks. Now if you don't follow me on social media, you should be, by the way, on Instagram in particular. I've been injured for 2 weeks. Now this injury has been a pain in the leg. I nearly said something else, but look, it's here and we're going to talk about that in a second. I also this week want to talk about something very dear to my heart, and we'll do that as well. And then we're going to do this run, which hopefully goes according to plan. Right guys, so it's been a nightmare for 2 weeks. And just to bring you all up to speed with my leg, let's call it. It is a little point, and I should have probably done a better job of this, but basically, I don't know if you can see this or not. I'll have a look in the edit. But here, I've had just a sort of, what's that, localised pain here. I don't know whether this is going to come out, so I'll put it up here. Localised pain here, right? It's been tender, it's been hurting, and it's got worse. Now, I had that pain in just before marathon training. Sorry, just before the marathon. And it was a couple of weeks before the marathon. I kind of trained through it, which I recommend you all don't do. But we were so close to the marathon itself that I thought, you know what, I'm just going to train through it, which is the worst thing to do, people. So don't listen to my advice on this. I know I always say don't do it, and I carried on doing it, but please do not do it. But I carried on training through, did the marathon, blah, blah, blah. And I came out of that, and obviously you have aches and pains after you've done a marathon. And I noticed it, but it wasn't too bad. I just thought it was a sort of part of marathon training. And by the way, the pain that I sort of first got it, I was out actually in a pair of Nike Invincibles, and I noticed the pain, really like a short, sharp pain, and I quit my run after 2 miles. I was 2 miles into the run, I turned around and went back because the pain was just intense. But anyway, that was before marathon, the marathon took place. But anyway, so I came out of marathon. And always 3-4 weeks downtime in terms of mileage. If you follow it on Strava, you'll see that my mileage is here, then it's come down. And then I was due to pick my mileage up. So I then picked up, like I always do, 'cause I run, 6 times a week. And I was meant to go, I think I went 3 miles, 6 miles, 6 miles, or it might have been by 6 miles, 6 miles, 6 miles. Anyway, normal sort of thing for me is my mileage is to pick up as we get into that sort of foundation work ahead of the marathon training plan. And the pain was just getting worse and worse, and it was to the point where I couldn't even walk on it. It was like load bearing issues, and I thought, well, I think like everybody, it's a stress fracture. And I just took the decision then and there to actually stop and rest. Now I haven't got it MRI'd, I haven't got it X-rayed, and I'm hoping that basically 2 weeks of rest with massage, and don't forget I've got a massage gun, all that sort of stuff, icing, magnesium spray, and all the sort of lotions and potions I have at my disposal. I've kind of, given it the best chance to sort of heal. Now if it is a stress fracture, this 2 weeks period is not going to make too much difference. To be honest with you, I'm going to have to go out and get some proper care for it. But I wanted to give it 2 weeks, and the start of this week, and even at the race Toby did, it started to feel better, which gave me hope that actually it may not be a stress fracture. So I've left it until today, which is Friday, and I'm now going to go out and do a run. Now my run today is just going to be a super easy run, and I'm going to be wearing the glide rides. Now we've got a multitude of shoes to test in, because I'm basically 2 weeks behind. We've got shoes coming, well, they're everywhere. I've tried to hide them as best I can, so Mrs. Fordy doesn't see them, but we've got shoes everywhere. The good thing is before that, I was kind of well ahead in terms of shoes in my sort of testing schedule, so we've got a lot of videos still coming out because I was well ahead of myself, so that's good news. So there'll still be a couple of reviews still to come on the channel, but I am behind on a lot of the shoe reviews, the latest ones that come out. But anyway, that's not important. So I'm going to take the glide ride out today. The reason I'm wearing the glide ride is, for me, as you all know, they're my favourite sort of go-to stable shoes, easy mile shoe that I would wear on a long run. And the advice from my osteo that I saw ages ago when I had some issues was always to put on sort of the shoes that you can most sort of rely on, that you know that are going to do the job for you, that are most bedded in, that sort of stuff. So it's the Glide Ride 2 for me today. So look, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to go out. I'm going to do this. Well, I'm going to say 3 to 4 miles. The route is about 4 miles, but let's see how I get on with it. And then I'll let you know at the end of the video how I got on. But before that, I want to talk about one other thing. Right, so here in the UK, I don't know where else in the world, it is Mental Health Awareness Week. And this week is all about nature and stuff like that. And nature is important. And I think the benefits of being out in nature are huge on your mental health. Now, I spoke about this before on the channel. And I try to raise awareness where I can. And I think it's a pivotal point this week. This video will come out on Sunday, and it's an important message to give out this week again. Selfishly, I'm going to do this for us boys, us men, because as I've said in the previous videos, there's an alarming amount of male suicide. Now I know, I appreciate this is gender specific, but in this video, but this is a problem across the board, and mental health is an issue for everybody. But I just want to talk about the boys. Being a man, I just want to say to you guys, in particular you guys, you men out there, if you are struggling with anything in terms of your mental health, talk to somebody. It's really, really important. I benefit from talking to somebody. I've struggled the last 2 weeks because I've not been able to run. Running for me is my therapy, so I don't have to medicate. And the last 2 weeks have been a challenge, but I've got through it because basically I've been busy with other things. The clubs have been really busy and stuff like that. So I've been able to throw myself in there, and I've not found myself in possible situations where I can get low and all that sort of stuff. And everything hasn't got on top of me because I've been really lucky. And again, as always, I'm very lucky having friends, family, and most importantly, Mrs. Ford to talk to about these things if it's getting too much for me. And that's my message to you. If you are struggling, if you are, you know, keeping it in, if you are sitting at home when the whole family have gone out and you are sitting there and you're crying, or you're struggling, whatever, and you've got thoughts that you shouldn't be having, talk to somebody, find somebody. There is amazing charities out there that can help you. But, you know, just pick up the phone and speak to somebody. And I'm going to turn it round. If you've got friends or family that you know have suffered in the past through this, or maybe a little bit distant at the moment, just check in with them. Not just this week, every week. Just check in with them and make sure they're okay, because it is really important that we talk about stuff, we talk about how we're feeling. And I know it's hard sometimes for us men, that may seem a bit sexist, but I know what it's like. It can be a bit hard. So please, my message to you before I go out for this run, if you are watching this and you are struggling, talk to somebody. Okay, people, wish me luck. I'm off out. I'll see you when I get back. That weren't too bad. I'm not sure how it's going to feel tomorrow, because I can feel it, but it wasn't too bad. We shall see. I think the proof's going to be, it's going to be tonight, and also when I start putting some more miles through it. So it feels like now, walking along here, that I could go again tomorrow. It's amazing how out of shape you feel just after 2 weeks. But I'm going to go again tomorrow, I think. Get an easy 3 miles. That was just over, but again, easy 3 miles. I'm looking to basically run for 30 minutes and see how it goes. So wish me luck this week. By the way, if you're on Clubhouse,
make sure that you join us on a 7 o'clock UK time on Clubhouse. They've opened that to Android users, so make sure you join us every Friday for the long run. And if you want one of these hats, they're now in stock as well, and we're shipping to the US and across the globe. So I know some people have been asking me about shipping rates and things like that, but we can ship these all around the world, people. So they are now in stock. Get them while you can. We've only got limited supply, but more importantly than anything else, I'm just so pleased to be out running. I'll catch you guys next week.